Ability shows a person's capacity to do something. Giving or asking for permission is a social skill that is necessary in any culture. Prohibition is a law or rule that officially stops something from being done. English uses modal verbs can, could, be able to, and may to express ability and permission. However, Kazakh uses verbal phrases to express these contents. Now let us learn the expressions of ability, asking permission or giving permission in Kazakh. The ability is expressed by a verb taking converb suffix a, ye, I, and the auxiliary verb al taking tense markers and personal markers. For example, min maltay alamın, I can swim. In this example, the verb malta, to swim, takes the converb suffix I, and the auxiliary verb al takes the present tense marker a and the first person singular ending mın. The usage rules of converbs a, ye, I are very simple. If a verb ends in a consonant, you either add a or I depending on the last syllable of the stem. Example, bara al, can go, kore al, can see. If a verb ends in a vowel, you should add I to that. For instance, söyle al, can speak. I would like to draw your attention to the forms of converb suffixes and the present tense suffixes. On the surface, they seem alike, but they have different functions and occur in different predicate positions. Present tense suffixes come after the verb preceding the personal ending. For instance, baradı, will go, but converbs occur between two verbs to link them. For instance, bara al, can go. In order to express ability in the present and the past, you should add the present tense markers a, ye, I, or past tense markers the, t to the auxiliary verb al. The personal markers come after the tense markers. For instance, the ability in the present jaza alamın, I can write. The ability in the past should be jaza aldım, I could write. Please notice that al has its lexical meaning of to take or to buy. But in this verbal phrase expressing ability, it is used as an auxiliary verb without containing its lexical meaning. The negation is expressed by adding the negative suffix ma to the auxiliary verb al. Example, bara almayımın, I can't go. Korseti almayımız, we can't show. Okuy almaydı, he or she can't read. The second grammar point we learn in this video is giving or asking for permission in Kazakh. Giving permission is expressed by a verb taking the infinitive suffix u and the dative case ga or ge plus auxiliary verb bol. The tense and the personal suffixes are attached to the auxiliary verb bol. For example, kıruge boladı, you can come in or one may come in. Söylüge boladı, you can speak or one can speak. Qaytuğa boladı, you may return or one may return. Request for permission is expressed by a verb taking infinitive u and the dative case ga, ge plus auxiliary verb bol taking present tense a plus question particle ma. For example, kıruge bolama, can I come in? Aluğa bolama, can I take this? İstevge bolama, can I do that? In fact, the complete expression of asking for permission would be kıruge boladı mı, can I come in? However, the third person ending the is often dropped. When we explained conditional mood marker, we mentioned that conditional mood suffixes can indicate permission. Thus, you can use the conditional suffix instead of infinitive while asking for permission. For example, kırsem bolama, can I come in? Söylesem bolama, can I speak? Expressing prohibition is very easy. You just need to add the negative suffix ma and the present tense marker e to the auxiliary verb bol. Example, söylеуге болмайды. It's not allowed to speak. Кетуге болмайды. It's not allowed to leave. Айғайлауға болмайды. It's not allowed to shout. Alternatively, you can use the verbal phrase тиым салынады to put a ban that follows the dative market infinitives. This expression is more formal and often used in public notices expressing prohibition. For example, темекі тартуға тиым салынады. It's not allowed to smoke. Қатты сөйлеуге тиым салынады. It's not allowed to speak loud. There are some exercises to practice expressing ability, permission, and prohibition. Мен қазақша сөйлей аламын. I can speak Kazakh. Сен ағылшынша сөйлей аласың ба? Can you speak English? There's a list of languages in Kazakh, so you can see which language you can speak. By the way, the languages are expressed by adding the endings sha, she to the nation's name. Example, ағылшынша, English, немісше, German, орысша, Russian, испанша, Spanish, итальянша, Italian, французша, French, түрікше, Turkish, өзбекше, Uzbek, жапонша, Japanese, қытайша, Chinese, арабша, Arabic. Сен Алматыға қайта алмадың. You couldn't go back to Almaty. Біз тойыңа бара алмадық. We couldn't attend your wedding. Олар бізді тастап кете алмайды. They can't leave us. Ол пианинода ойнай алады. He or she can play piano. Біз бұны саған бере алмаймыз. We can't give this to you. Бастықпен сөйлесуге бола ма? Can I speak with the boss? Бұл қызметке сізді ойластыруға болады. We may consider you for this job. Қазірше оған білдіруге болмайды. Currently, we can't let him or her know. Ән айтуға және музыка тыңдауға болады. You can sing and listen to music. Балалардың арақ ішуіне тиым салынады. Kids are not allowed to drink alcohol. Бұл арада фото түсіруге болмайды. It's not allowed to take pictures here. Today we learned about expressing ability, giving or asking for permission, and a prohibition in Kazakh. These expressions are relatively simple and easy to remember. I hope the contents are clear and useful to you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.